Into Friday Football Frenzy, lucky number week 7. Not just the first game in October, but the opening of Mountain Athletic Conference competition for the vast majority of Buncombe County, including our game of the week. The defending MAC champs Irwin traveling to AC Reynolds. The Rockets have dominated the league for a decade plus before the Warriors took that crown from them last year. This time, though, the Rockets have home field advantage, and they're looking to take it back. The Warriors get rocking to start. Just over 5 minutes left in the first quarter when we pick it up. Caden Engel hits Noah Hoodum in stride. He strolls in for 6 and a 7-0 Warriors lead. Jump to the first minutes of the second quarter now. Same score with the Rockets in the red zone. Tyvon Patterson Davis storms in to knot it back up at 7. Irwin would take the lead 10-7 after this Gabe Leonardi field goal, and that would be your score at the break. After the crowning of homecoming queen, Irwin trying to pad the lead, but Engel's pass is going to be picked off by Zion Akeem to put Reynolds back in charge. He starts heading the other way. Wouldn't get all the way there, but the Rockets offense in Warrior territory, and out of the pile is going to come Jaden Smith as he matriculates his way down to the field towards the end zone. Reynolds takes a 14-10 advantage. They're trying to add a little extra padding in the fourth, going with the Wildcat, but the ball is going to come loose, and it is recovered by the Warriors with more than 10 minutes to play. Let's jump to the last play of the game for the Warriors, facing 4th and long with under a minute left, and Engel's desperation heave is going to fall harmlessly to the ground. The Rockets hold on, 14-10.
We've been playing hard, but just making too many mistakes that hurt us. And tonight we still made some. We made a few, but in a game like this that matters so much, you're going to make a few. But I was really impressed with how our kids played, and when we needed to make something happen, we did.
Staying in the MAC for TC Roberson's visit to Asheville, the Rams leading 21-7 at the break. Cougars' first drive of the third quarter, Tay Williams looking deep down the middle, but he overthrows his receiver, but not Kevon Holloway, who comes up with the interception. He's going to start heading the other way deep inside Asheville territory. They would turn that into a touchdown for a 28-7 lead. Right before the end of the quarter, Cougars get back in the end zone on 4th down. Williams rolls right on the run, finds James Skies, who hauls in the touchdown, cutting the deficit to 28-13. But starting off the fourth, the Rams back at the doorstep. Mooka Simpson plows through for the 5-yard touchdown. That extends the Rams lead to 34-13. They go on for a 41-20 win. Let's head to the Valley. Owen hosting Mitchell, and the Mountaineers came to play. They have the ball on the Warhorse 10. Owen Riddle finds Deshaun Orr for the easy pitch and catch touchdown. That makes it 14-0 Mountaineers. Second quarter, Mitchell has the ball on their own 20, and that is just fine as Riddle flips it out to Hayden Webb. He shakes off a defensive player, then blows through the rest of them all the way for a 21-0 Mitchell lead. Now the Mountaineers, Riddle is going to toss it out to Isaiah Turner this time. He turns it up, gets north-south. That makes it 28-0. Mitchell rolls through the Warhorses 40-7 tonight. Franklin officially retiring Jared Greenwood's baseball jersey before taking on Tuscola at E.J. Whitmire. Scoreless late in the second quarter, but the Panthers at the 15. That's striking distance for big Garrett Young. He rumbles into the end zone for the 7-0 lead, but Tuscola showing some trickeration on the ensuing drive. Handoff to Sam Trantham. He laterals back to Elijah Pruitt. Then he looks downfield to Isaiah Hyatt. That's a lot of names in a short amount of time. We're tied at 7s at halftime. But second half, it's all Franklin. Late fourth, Anderson Terrell off play action finds Lance Parker for the easy pitch and catch. That would make it 28-7. And that is your final from E.J. Whitmire on homecoming for the Franklin Panthers. Some other scores from around western North Carolina. Good Lord, Brevard hosting Smoky Mountain and really taking it to the Mustangs, taming them to the tune of 54-12, the final there. Hendersonville, similar fashion to the Madison Patriots. That one goes down as a Bearcats win, 56-3. Hendersonville in the middle of a really great year. Brevard is too. But maybe one of the surprise teams of the mountains, those McDowell Titans. Darryl Clark in his first year working some wonders down in Marion as they pick up another win. This time it's of the 60-42 variety over South Caldwell. So those are 3 teams that you're really going to want to keep an eye out for as we get towards the playoffs coming up later this month into next month. Who knows? We might be looking at 3 potential state title contenders in that group right there. Well, don't go anywhere. We've got more Friday Football Frenzy coming up after the break, including a stop in Inca where the band shows music is for everyone, and more importantly, by everyone. We'll also check out the Jets game against North Buncombe. It's homecoming there in Candler as well. Stick around. More to Friday Football Frenzy coming up after the break. Games are also treated to halftime performances by the hard-working members of cheer and dance teams as well as marching bands. Among the best are the Marching Jets from Inca. But this season, you may notice how one member sums up what music and band is really all about.
Your pre-game entertainment.
Before the game, there's the show.
Got attention. Heels together.
The Inca Marching Jets are the perfect appetizer for a night of football. An award-winning unit that always strikes the perfect note, especially when they don't.
I just feel like the energy you bring into the performance is what really takes it to like the next level.
The next level is where the Inca band lives.
It's not really about the legacy, it's about the kids. It's about what they choose to accomplish.
And that can be as high as perfection.
I mean, we do take a lot of pride in it. I feel like every rehearsal, Mr. Young always like reminds us that we are the best. There's people looking up to us.
Or as simple
I love it
as being there.
She is always smiling, always happy. She comes out here every day with a positive attitude. And I think it's very contagious.
Kira Owenby is a percussionist whose best impact doesn't create a sound.
Honestly, I feel like she's just brought such like a warm energy into the front, and just having her around has been really fun. It's definitely been a new experience for us all, but it's been good. Okay, don't tickle me, okay? Don't tickle me, okay?
Music brings the best out of her, the joy, and not think about anything else other than performing with people that love her and support her and want to see her succeed in life.
Fellow bandmates like Brandy Lawrence help Kira navigate the notes and movements. Maybe not always hitting the exact right ones, but always striking the perfect chord.
She may not play everything perfectly by any means, but she is 100% giving everything she's got, and she's doing the best she can.
The effort is what matters.
Really, I feel like the biggest thing she's taught me is like a lot of patience.
Big flowers don't.
What?
And never don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like patience.
Allowing music to be a love and not a labor.
What's the hardest part about band?
Nothing.
So when you hear the national anthem and notice maybe the slightest bit of imperfection, that's the way it's supposed to be.
I think one of the most important things is not judging people on whatever it is that they are struggling with in life, whether it be a disability, whether it be musically, whether it be athletically, or whatever they do in the real world. People are here for a reason.
Now to the game. After that performance, homecoming for Inca against North Buncombe. The first Jets drive, they march all the way down inside the 5 where Tommy McKinney slices through for the first touchdown of the game. First quarter ends with a 7-0 Jets lead. In the second, the Blackhawks are the ones making a big play. Logan Trantham back to pass, but it's going to be picked off by Ryan Moffett. North Buncombe would convert that takeaway into 3 points. Right before halftime, though, Inca begins to pile on. Trantham flips it out to William Parham in the flats, and he does the rest. 49 yards for 6. That would make it 14-3. Happy homecoming for Inca. 21-3 winners. The Knights at the Eagles. East Henderson seeking that first win. North trying to get closer to 500. Opening possession for the Eagles. Dominic Smith rolling right. Ends up with an empty hand. Knights Jake Justice on the recovery. Setting up Parker Willis, who's going to collect his first score of the day to make it 7-0 North after just one play of offense. The Eagles would move the ball well on the next drive, getting the chains moving on a couple of occasions. Converting third downs, Smith connects with Canyon Lindsay, but North would get an interception as East approached the red zone, and they would do damage early. 13-0 out of the gate. Alex Hubbard is going to stride this one in from distance, part of a 54-0 North Henderson win. To West Henderson hosting Pisgah. It's a 7-7 game, inside 4 left before halftime. High snap for the Bears down deep in their own territory. Falcons would recover in the end zone. A defensive score for a 13-7 lead. Zach McMinn on the scoop. Coach Paul Whitaker correct in warning of a pass the ensuing Pisgah drive. It ends through the air. Matthew Mahaffey once again the connection to Mason Putnam. 13s all around at halftime. Midway through the third, the Bears up 20-13 after relying on Zane McCraw for much of the way. Cade Young to Asa Awesome Ostman to tie it back up. This game was close all night, a one-score difference until very late. The Bears bell cow, an absolute bruiser tonight. Pisgah pounding the rock. Landon Pope, how about 48 carries, 306 yards, and 5 touchdowns for him. The Falcons, 41-26, Pisgah wins it. Some other scores from around the area. Mountain Island Charter quadruples up Thomas Jefferson Classical 28-7. Hayesville takes down Cherokee 37-28. Robbinsville a 23-20 winner over Swain County. Let's head down the mountain. East Rutherford hosting Drawn. The Cavaliers get the ball first, and it doesn't take them too long at all. Landon Flynn airing it out on the run to Jalen Hinton. 7-0 East once he hauls that in. Later in the first quarter, Flynn is going to keep it himself on 4th and goal. This is going to cap off a really long East Rutherford drive. They take a 15-0 lead. They would go on rolling big in this one, taking down those Drawn Wildcats with a final score of 57-0. Just down the road, RS Central hosting Patton. The Hilltoppers already up 28-7 just before the half when Jaquise Smith and his quarterback completes the jump pass to Mikkel Jennings. That makes it 35-7. That would be the score at intermission. On the first play of Q3, Rylan Holly fakes the handoff, rolls right, breaks a few tackles, and he is heading all the way to his house for a 42-7 RS Central lead. They tack on a few more for safety, 56-7 your final there. And our final group of scores from this week 7. Christ School falls on the road at Charlotte Christian 44-21. Mountain Heritage takes care of Polk. Murphy 71-0 over Rosman. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. If you missed any of the scores, you can head to WLOS.com.